Hey guys, it's Jan, Not a Real Farm. Take a look at it in here now, guys. Wow. Just thought I'd do a short video today to show you that everything is really taken off here in the greenhouse. Here's the chamomile patch. Anybody who likes chamomile tea, who likes to sleep? Our chamomile has really grown. And here we go. So I think on the last video we were talking about the cilantro leaves and what they do when they go to seed. So cilantro will go into these little flowers. And then what will happen is a few weeks later, you'll actually get seed from it and you can grind that into coriander spice. You see all the nice cool flowers. And then the catnip has gone to flower, so we're gonna get seeds from this soon. This is very easy to self-sow, so it's not even something that I really need to save seed from unless anybody needs any. All the seeds usually drop into the garden bed and it just self-sows. Our miniature sunflowers are coming along, so you can see here they've got they're starting to get their little flower on top. Radishes have gone to seed. My mountain mint has actually sent up flowers. So we'll be able to save the seed also from that this year, which is great. And then guys, here is the double red corn. So here you go. So it's already ready now to basically do this. So it's wind pollinated, as everybody knows. So all of this here, when you knock it, is going to give you a little bit of this. Watch. See all that dust that falls out of it? My hand is all full of it now. These ones aren't quite ready, but they'll stick out too. They'll give you just little seeds here that drop from it once you give it a little shake. But you can see here what happens is the pollen ends up actually on the leaves. And that's how it's wind pollinated too. It will actually send it through the air and wind pollinate the corn. So up here you can see it's ready to do that too. Now we don't have very much breeze in here. I'm just going to give it a little tap. You can see all of that pollen falling. Like I said, these aren't ready yet, but these are. So we've sort of pollinated this. We'll see what kind of corn it gives us. You can see here all the pollen that's fallen. And, well, guys, we've got elderberries. We've got cherry trees. I have no idea how mint ended up in a pot, but somehow there it is. Mint grows like a weed. We've got our sea buckthorn here. And then way over here in the corner, this guy here, these are my black goji berries. So it's gotten pretty tall since the last time I showed you. Okay, blackberries. So you can see how tall the blackberries are getting now. What's going to happen soon at the top of here is I'm going to get a flower. So let's see if we get some blackberries this year. We've got our rice patch in the bottom, which is doing amazing. Didn't plant that much. I really wanted to see how it was going to do in the greenhouse. But so far, so good. Take a look here. It's starting to do its thing. And we'll see if we actually end up with any rice from it. My poor roses are done. They had a really short blooming period for about 3-4 weeks. And now I just have the greenery to enjoy. But they definitely grew taller. Same with over here. And, well, let's take a look at the grapes. So this is our new grape plant. You can see here. I think he was probably only about a foot high the last time I showed you. So now what's happened is he's attached himself onto the cattle panel in here. So it's going to twist and wind. We're not going to trim it this year. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it. We're going to let it establish itself. And then next year what we'll do is trim it. This one's the same, little slower than the other one, but nonetheless. Here are all of our tomatoes. So tomatillos. Look at all of the tomato plants, guys. I just don't want to be in here for an hour. You'll get bored, right? Cucumbers, tomatoes, more tomatoes. Check out this tomato plant. Look how much taller this tomato plant got since the last time I did a video with you guys. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take tomato clips for this guy and probably clip him right to the cattle panel because he's getting so tall right now that he's going to start leaning over and we don't want him to do that. More tomatoes. Now our lychees have bloomed. So remember how small the lychees were? We'll check it out now. Look at those thorns. So you can see here they've already started to flower. That's what a lychee flower looks like. But like I said, you definitely have to wear gloves with lychees because they're just like a rose. They have thorns everywhere. Our tomatoes are beginning to blossom. Ooh, it's going to be harvest time in here soon. And here are our cucumbers. So these are going to be my pickling cucumbers, and you can see here we've got nothing but flowers and cucumbers. And so this particular cucumber is what I call a gynoecious cucumber. So if you remember back when I did a video probably a few months ago, maybe even last year, guys, I lose track of the videos so much. But this is called a gynoecious cucumber. So a gynoecious cucumber will give you nothing but female flowers. And you can see here, there's another one starting. So every single cucumber on here will be a female cucumber. Because it's a hybrid, it will not need pollination. So we should be getting cucumbers in no time. I'm so excited. More and more tomatoes. And then here is just my regular cucumbers here. So let's see if it even has anything hidden down in here. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got lots of cucumbers developing down here. Do you guys see all those? So we've got 1, 2, 3. So this is an Ishtar, Ishtar cucumber. And basically, it's the same thing. It's going to give you a bunch of female flowers, which means that you're guaranteed to have cucumbers. No pollination needed. Yes, it's a hybrid. But guys, like I said, you have to grow according to your grow zone and according to your weather. So if the weather isn't cooperating, you need to make some changes, right? And in front of the pepper bed, we've got another, well, the other one on the other side is organic corn. This is a hybrid corn, but it's not a corn that needs to be segregated. So I've already come through here and I've sort of done this already. So you can see where the pollen is actually dropping off. This one is gonna need the same thing. So he's ready to send out pollen. So if I just give it a little knock, you can see that pollen falling off onto the leaves. And up here, same thing. Just give it a little knock. You can see here, check out that pollen. So the corn is now pollinated. We'll see what it gives us this year. Hopefully we'll have some really great, super sweet corn. We'll see what happens. Let's pop outside. Okay, let's pop into the garden. The horseflies are loving me today because I'm in a short sleeve shirt. So I've been all through the strawberry bed here, picking strawberries, and you can see it's just going to keep coming. There's just so many strawberries in this bed. Big ones, little ones, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's awesome. I love growing my own strawberries. But take a look at the difference in the height of the peppers out here. So you can see that the peppers here are growing amazing. I'm going to pop over to the other bed so you can see that. Over there is our potato bed. So our potatoes are growing amazing. And this over here, all of our green beans. Check out the green beans. I don't even think they were this high in the last video. So our green beans are doing amazing. Do we have any beans kicking around? Okay, so we got some flowers happening, guys. You see the flowers? Yep, here we go. Got more and more flowers beginning. So we should have quite a bit of beans actually from these plants. And the bees have done their job with pollination for the onions. You can see here, now the flowers have begun to die. So what's going to happen is in the next month or two, I'm going to have seed out of this. So it's amazing. All right, let's pop to the other side of the bean patch here, and then I can show you what's going on with the peppers. Okay, check out the peppers. Look how tall they are compared to the greenhouse. Now, isn't that funny? It's not as hot out here. but they're way more advanced and way bigger. And these were the organic ones. Remember the gigantic peppers I grew last year, guys, on that video? These are those peppers. They're healthy, they're happy. As a matter of fact, I've already got, way down in there, I've already got flower buds. So we are doing really, really well. Here are my Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. So they're doing their trailing. So at any point, they're going to give me some flowers. I've had to actually double up and wrap them right back down, so we just keep them contained. And I also put a table on the outside because the deer love to come along and munch off the branches. So these should be good now, hopefully, crossing fingers. And let's take you back to the Haskap patch really, really quick. So you can see in here, if I can get in here, the Haskaps are beginning to turn color. They have a little bit of pink at the bottom, so we do have to wait to make sure that they are ripe. And I believe the other ones over here are ripe. Let's see. Here we go. So these guys right about now taste like a wild blueberry. They're a little bit tart and a little bit sweet, which is actually really good. If you look up the health benefits of a Haskap, they actually have 50 times more vitamin C than an orange. So go ahead and give them a try if you get some. They are amazing. They taste amazing, and they're really good for your body. Let's go in between here and take a look. If I crouch down in the bottom of the berry here, the berry bush, you can see. Look at the size of those berries. Amazing. Check it out. For whatever reason, this one actually has all of its berries at the bottom, so that'll be interesting to try and pick. Hey, let's just see. I want to see how big this one is in here. Look at that. A big, healthy dose of vitamin C. Oh, yeah, those are good. Look at that. Let me move these out of the way so you guys can see. The berries are all in the bottoms. There's some more. They're still doing their thing. They still need to sit on here and ripen, but man, are they good. And then here, I've got a Turkish watermelon that I'm going to allow to trail out and down onto the ground since there's nothing here. So we'll see how this turns out. So far, so good. It's actually really happy in here. There's some really good dirt in here. I see a lot of mushrooms happening in the dirt. Tells me that I've got happy dirt. So let's pop on over to the other greenhouse and see what's going on. All right, so let's get into the secondary greenhouse here. Sometimes I have to keep a rock here because you just never know who's going to try and open up the door in the middle of the night, like the bears are out right now in full force. Not that that would stop them, but it makes me feel better. Here's another strawberry patch. Take a look. Oh, these are super ripe. Look at all these berries. Check it out. Homegrown. That's the way to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go and get a little cup or something to pick all of these in. Wow, check it out. Oh my goodness. No chemicals on these, guys. Homegrown, sweet, and awesome. Definitely gonna have to bring back a bowl here though. Look at all of these. Check out the patch. That all up in there. Oh my gosh. Check it out. Look at this. All in here, all the way down. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I got to get in here and do some picking before they go to waste, right? Unbelievable. And, yep, all the way up here too on the side. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing in the next little while is picking more strawberries. And here is my red walking onion. So you can see right at the top now. So it's started to actually create another onion. And now what's going to happen is it's going to get so heavy, it's going to tip itself over and it's going to attach itself to the ground. All of them will do that. And it will create a new onion. So you will never, never, never need another green onion seed in your life. As a matter of fact, the way that these work, you might actually get tired of green onions. I don't know. Little carrot patch that we did, which desperately needs weeding. And here is the garlic. So here's a little garlic patch that I did. So we've got a lot of that. Oh my goodness. Look at the strawberries in here. Look at all of this. Guys, I had no idea these were all ready. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Well, looks like I'm going to be sharing some of these strawberries. Wow. Check it out. Okay. Wow. The bee is over here enjoying the asparagus patch. You can see here he's doing his thing. You see him in there? So the asparagus has gone to seed, so we'll be picking some of that next year for sure. And then we've got the good old rhubarb patch in here that I have been going in and making rhubarb cobbler from. Oh, here's another bee. Lots of good pollination going on over here. Check that out. Excellent. And this rhubarb is definitely ready to pick. So you can see here the stalks are actually bigger. And we can actually make some more rhubarb crisp. That rhubarb crisp, the guys, I made a rhubarb crisp. I didn't tell you about it, but it rocked. It came out really good. A lot of people don't like the sort of the tartness in rhubarb, but you couldn't even taste it. It was awesome. Okay, and here is my northern garlic patch. So this is doing really good. And as a matter of fact, you can see right here that the scapes have begun in a lot of these actually. You just move this out of the way. You can see that scape there. So sometimes you'll see, oh, this is a big one. In the store, they'll do garlic scapes and people like to cook with them. I like to cook with them. They're really, really good. But what I like to do is on some of them, what I'll do is I'll leave those on so that we can collect the seed. And in others, I'll take them off and collect the bulb and the scape. And we'll cook with those. So all of these are doing amazing. But we will be collecting the seed and putting them up in the store just to share with our Not a Real Farm family. Now, I don't want to bore everybody, but I do have to pick some of these. Check this out. Look at the size of these strawberries. I'm just kind of coming along with a cup here and seeing what I can pick and what's ready and what's not. But there is a lot of them that are ready and beautiful, beautiful sizes. Remember when I planted these, I gave them a little bit of strawberry fertilizer and we sort of just let them do their own thing, right? So these plants now, these aren't quite ready, but these plants will now send out runners this year. And since these are second year plants, if you want to call them that, when they send out the runners, the big mature plants are the ones that I'm going to disregard and get rid of those. And then we're going to grow brand new plants from the runners. Because after 2 years, your runners, such as these, have had their best years. So it's time to replace them after about 2 years. And it's so simple to do that because there's so many runners that get sent out with these. Let's see. Ooh, look at this one, guys. Check this out. Let's see. Ooh, geez. All of this down in here. I mean, I could be here for probably another half an hour picking all of these, but you can simply see I've picked a whole cup full of my own strawberries. Isn't that awesome? This is what it's all about. Now, for those of you who want to learn about wild weeds and wild plants and like a road a little less traveled, I'm just going to take you around here, around the pond. And I'm going to show you what naturally grows in our environment here that is super healthy for you. So here is, there's something walking in the woods. Awesome. I hope it's not a bear. Here is strawberry spinach. This naturally grows in our environment. And as the name implies, it's a wild spinach that you can actually add to your salad, and you can also eat the berries. So it makes for a tasty and colorful treat in your salad if you're bored and you just want some color. You can also drop these berries in water and make your water full of vitamin C. But Usually what happens is we collect the wild, just the wild seeds here, and we keep them and we can grow them in the garden bed as well. Or we wait and we can just pick them off the ground. So it's a beautiful plant. It's cool. It's even just nice just to look at if you have it in a planter, but super healthy for you. Just another way, another weed, if you want to look at it that way, where you can actually get some really great vitamins just simply from walking in the woods. So that's it for me today, guys. Just thought I'd bring you through and show you all the different things that we're doing here at Not a Real Farm. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. You can see that we are definitely in grow season now and that everything is filling out and becoming food beautifully. We hope to see you guys again soon.